In 2019, I struggled with insecurity. I struggled being seen. I felt invisible. I didn't know how to express myself in public, in social events, or any interaction. But over the last 10 years of experience, exposure, and practicing, I've been able to approach all types of women, go on high quality dates, meet with 6 to 7 high earning individuals, network with amazing people that are helping me with my business, and just having an amazing life. And I've helped hundreds of guys do the same, and I want to share with you the exact steps on how to create elite confidence as an Asian man. So by the end of this video, you'll know the step-by-step process so that you can finally feel like the main character and the boss of your life. Confidence is going to be more than just dating and talking to women. This can go across the board in life, in work, in your career, in business, in relationships, and just going out in public. Confidence goes a long way to getting you in so many different rooms, and you're gonna feel a certain type of way about how you walk, how you talk, and how you interact with people, and the most important, how you give and will receive in the future. On the other side of confidence, there's fear of rejection, there's a fear of validation, there's a fear of not being seen and appreciated. And these are limiting beliefs that you have to forego in order to be confident. No one is built confident right off the get-go. No one is born outgoing. No one's born this way. You have to be exposed, you have to have experience, you have to see it in person. And for me, I was a late bloomer in terms of confidence. I saw so many people be in relationships, talk to people, talk to women, go to dances, prom, all these events. And I was like, what the heck? Why not me? And I thought maybe it's because I needed to do something to feel special. I started breakdancing to attract girls. I started working out to look better for girls. And I got a few wins. I got some momentum going on. You know, I had some amazing girlfriends. I've gone on a couple of dates, but it didn't really build momentum. And I was looking for validation from other women and other people. I try to fit in where I can and be seen as popular, but I just didn't feel appreciated. I just felt invisible. After a major breakup, I was just in monk mode. I was working on myself, going to school, studying, gaming, dancing, and eventually I stumbled upon business. I started to go in this mode of just isolating myself, working hard, making money, and trying to build something of my own. And that turned into isolation. I was not around my friends, nobody could understand me. I was just in my own head. And I thought in order to make great connections, find a girlfriend, find a wife, I gotta make a ton of money. I gotta be jacked. This is what all the Asian aunties and uncles in the media are telling us, is get your finances up and get your fitness up. I was like, what the heck? This is perfect. I'm gonna be making $10,000 to $20,000 a month. I'm gonna be jacked. I'm gonna be in the best shape of my life, and I'm gonna have an amazing life because I have so much abundance. But in actuality, I actually struggled for 6 years, from failing 3 businesses, from going heavily into debt, to getting fat, to losing my passion to make money through my business. And then in 2019, 2020, I ended up working at a pho restaurant, talking to nobody, barely spoke the Vietnamese language, and I ended up door dashing to pay off my debt. I was alone in my thoughts, and I thought I will never be successful, I will never gain this confidence. But I knew some shape or form something's gonna happen. I just didn't know what's gonna happen. I just knew I needed to work hard and grind, and with all this hard work, I'm gonna build this confidence, talk to women, build an awesome social circle, and just live an amazing life. After that whole situation, I ended up building my business again, making $10,000 to $15,000 a month, getting the best shape of my life. But here's one thing that has changed my mentality about confidence. It's not about the things that you have, the money, the cars, the clothes, being in great shape. It's about working towards those goals and building momentum along the way. And I started building momentum slowly, from being $20,000 in debt, failing 2 to 3 businesses in a row, getting out of shape. I started to build momentum right over again. I started with 1 sale a week, to 2 sales per week, to making 1K a month, to making 5K, to making 10K, and eventually getting back into shape, getting my diet dialed in, getting my sleep, getting my rest, and getting in the best shape of my life. And I started feeling good about myself. Definitely not where I wanted to be, but I felt this momentum start building up. So I had enough time, enough freedom to go out to the mall for an hour or two and try to talk to women. I stood in the mall for an hour just walking around talking to nobody. And eventually I started talking to the one girl for the first hour. And then eventually I started making moves after 15 minutes to talk to one girl. All right, it wasn't too bad. Went back the next day, talked to 2 or 3 girls. Wasn't too bad. And I started building momentum and talked to a ton of women in the mall. And it wasn't about getting numbers. It was about making sure that I can get into a social flow, to practice, to be sociable, and test myself to see if I can actually be sociable, to talk to women and be confident and share my story and be bold in who I am. Then I tested myself to go to conferences around the world, to Vegas, to Atlanta, to Dallas, to test myself, right? I was the only Asian man in a few of these rooms. But I tested myself to see, can I keep up with this social experiment? Can I be confident in these rooms? Can I show up being who I am, being bold, and showing up just for myself? You don't have to wait 9 years or even 3 years in monk mode to see progress in your life, and to see progress in your business, to see progress in your career, your network, your social life, your dating life, your relationship. You don't have to be doing this on your own. In order to have elite confidence as an Asian man, you need to have a vision. Who does this person have to look like? How much money does he make? Is he in shape? What does his character look like? In my head, my ultimate character level up guy that is well dressed, that has the money, that has the social skills, but is a gentleman. And that's who I am today. Even though I am not where I want to be financially in terms of relationships, I envision myself having those things already. I'm growing spiritually. I can travel the world anytime I want and see all my friends. I have abundance. And so for me, the vision that I have for myself is I want to look like the F-boy Kevin Wynn, with the confidence, with the swagger, but the character, the values of a gentleman. Once you can envision who this new person looks like, you gotta come back to real life and analyze where you are, your point A. I want you to rate yourself from 1 to 10 with all these categories. What does your hygiene look like? What does your grooming look like? Your physique? Is your diet, workout, sleep, and rest on point? How is your social life? How is your communication skills? What is your style like? Are you financially stable? Are you emotionally stable? Are you growing spiritually? And how well can you tell your story with all these things listed? This is going to be your point A. If you're not happy with above average, these are areas that you need to work on. The great thing about this is you can always improve every single day. It's all about taking 1% steps every single day. If you're about that vision, these are the non-negotiables that you have to make in order to build elite confidence. Is your hygiene. Your hygiene has to be on point. Like, you gotta do the basics, brother. Brush your teeth twice a day, floss, mouthwash, shower, smell good, take care of your hair. That's gonna be the basic hygiene. And you gotta get in shape. Get yourself lean. You don't have to be jacked. You don't have to be super ripped, but get yourself in shape where you look good in clothes. Get a solid workout routine. Get your diet on point. Get your nutrition dialed in. Get your sleep, as well as get some rest. Taking care of your temple is going to be the foundation of everything. The great thing about having a vision for yourself is you're going to be special. You don't have to model somebody and fake who you are to be liked, be validated, to be confident. Your story, your hobbies, your craft, what you're working on, your struggles, your vulnerabilities, and your openness is gonna be unique to you compared to every other guy. No person wants to talk to the same Kevin Wynn over and over again. The person who raves, that drinks on the weekend, that dresses the same. No, that's boring. You want to be unique. And if unique means that you're gonna be different and you might not be attractive to some people, there's always some type of woman that's gonna appreciate you for being who you are. And that means authenticity. You gotta be authentic in who you are, be bold, and be able to present yourself in that manner. And the number one thing that you have to realize is your values. Do you feel convicted with your values? Can you stand firmly on your values? If you're waiting for marriage to have sex and you're convicted with that, bro, there's nothing to be ashamed about. There's so many other men that would appreciate you sharing that and being vulnerable, and it shows that you have endurance. That's a value that's valuable. It's very rare. Most women would see that as, wow, this guy has self-control. He has discipline. Those values that you have and you think are insecurities, that's a superpower. You need to have image so that people can perceive you in a certain way. Most of the time, Asian men are seen as young. And in order to mature and look our age, we gotta improve on our image. Image is everything. If you see a football player wearing a football uniform, you think he plays football. You're not gonna think he plays soccer. If someone wears a basketball jersey, you assume he plays basketball. So if you dress the way that you want to be seen, people are gonna respond in a way where like, this guy seems like he's a business owner, he has his own career, or he's doing something important. That's why image is so important. It speaks another language. It's actually 80% communication without even saying a thing. So make sure that you have your casual fits on point, your summer fits, winter fits, fall fits, your formal fits. And if you need help upgrading your style and your wardrobe, join the Asian Boss Boy community down below. I'm gonna create a free lookbook. I even have tons of free videos where you can model these looks and improve your style instantly. How many times have you gotten a phone call and the guy is super salesy? He's trying to sell you on something, insurance, and like, bro, this is a total scam. Well, here's the thing. Everything is sales. Confidence is sales. You gotta sell yourself to other people to show that you are confident in who you are. Sales doesn't mean that you gotta sell them on who you are and have them like you. You just gotta state who you are, what you do, your convictions, your values, and what you do. And then if they buy into it, they're gonna like you. They're gonna give you the validation. They wanna hang out with you. They wanna go on a date with you. And it's okay because you don't expect anything in return. And with sales, everybody has a different approach. Everyone has a different style. You don't have to read a script to be a salesperson. You just flow with it. And some people are witty, some people are logical, intentional, and vulnerable. My style of communication is I like to share my vulnerabilities, my struggles to connect on a deeper level. Some people are very witty. Some people can just think about puns and funny jokes right off the bat. I just can't do that. So you gotta find your style. In order to find your style, you gotta talk to more people. Talk to the people in line for coffee. Talk to the waitress, talk to the barista, talk to anybody at the park, talk to people in the service industry to start getting those reps in. You're not gonna make your first sale off one phone call. You're gonna make your first sale after maybe 6 months of practicing. So start getting those reps in. When I went to my first penthouse party, I was shocked. Beautiful women, men in suits. I was like the only Asian guy in that room. And I was intimidated. I didn't even talk to no girls. This was after I made 10 to 15,000 per month. I got my style down. But when I got to this party, I was shocked. I was like, wow, what am I doing here? Do I even belong here? I talked to 0 girls. I talked to no girls. I talked to all the guys. I'm like, man, the next time I come out to this event, I don't want to look like a fool. So the next time I went to another social event, I was on a yacht and I was chatting it up with every woman there. Not in a flirtatious way, but I wanted to test myself. And because I was exposed to that penthouse party, the yacht, the mansion, the club, it was normal to me. It's normal. What's new to you and uncomfortable is gonna be normal once you've been exposed countless times. And now I can rock any room that I go into. Doesn't matter if it's a mansion, a yacht party, penthouse party, a social event, a conference. I can work the room no matter where I go. So put yourself in positions where there are new places, it's a new conference, it's a new environment, and test yourself. And there's one deciding factor on how I got exposed to so many different events. And that's because I said yes to so many different things. I said yes to going to Dallas by myself, to going to Miami, Philly, and Atlanta. These are places that I've never gone to, but I said yes. These are places that I was afraid to go. These are places that I'm like, man, this is a lot of money to go out. But I knew at the end of the day, if I said no, I would have regretted it. I would have had FOMO. And I knew I would have had a great time when I went out to 1, test myself, 2, to see if I'm all about it, 3, to see if I am actually who I'm supposed to be. Am I the true authentic person going out to these events, or am I fake? And people will call you out. People are gonna call you out, or they're gonna praise you on who you are. So say yes to traveling. Say yes to going to that party. Say yes to going out more. Once you build the foundation of getting in shape, being emotionally tapped in, getting your spiritual game up, being financially stable, you will have the freedom and the ability to say yes to more things now that you've done the work over the last 2, 3, 5 years. Not to discourage you, but this one thing is part of the game: rejection. You're gonna be rejected. Even though you're suited up, you smell good, you have nice teeth, you have nice hair, you're on point, you will be rejected. And that's okay, because you just save yourself a whole ton of headache. That hot girl might have a shitty attitude, and you just save yourself so much time. And rejection is gonna happen even when you're on point, and that's okay. You don't need validation from other people, and in fact, you never see them again, right? If you do see them again, it might be at the party that you invite them to. Who knows? But don't find validation in other people. The only person that's gonna judge you and validate you is gonna be God and yourself. So don't be too hard on yourself. But there's an issue if people are going around and they're saying shit about you being creepy, about you saying these things. That's a red flag. Those are things that you gotta work on and be self-aware about. And the best way to handle rejection is to know that you're the shit. You are the shit, bro. You're the boss. You're the Asian boss boy. You're the Asian boss man. Like, you have a great life without her, without him, without these people. You have God on your side. You have an amazing social circle. You want to bring people into your life. Like, heck, you can give value to these people, but in fact, they just want to be part of your life, and that's okay. You are giving your value, your energy, your resources to people that want to be in your circle. Because you're in shape, you want to help people get in shape. Because you make money, you want to help people make more money. Because you're well connected, you want to help other people be connected with your network so that you can grow your social circle, that you can have people around you that support you. And because you know your story, your testimony is going to be worldwide, and people are going to praise you on what you do and how you help so many people. And bro, the best story is going to be a glow up story. Especially for Asian guys, we have such an amazing glow up, especially with our style, our communication skills, as well as our values, bro. Like, think about the story that you're gonna tell your friends, your future wife, about what you've gone through, and they can never ever think about, wow, Ty 10 years ago, or even 3 years ago, I can't even imagine. How was this guy so insecure, seen as invisible, yet now he has so much confidence, so much swag, and he's just giving without even asking anything in return. So be bold in who you are. Be unapologetic, care for people, give, and you will have an elite amount of confidence, and you'll be walking in every room and people are gonna wonder, who is this motherfucking guy? Who is this guy? He's well dressed, he smells good. I wanna know who he is. I wanna know his story. Now, if this video resonates with you and you want to start leveling up seriously, join the free Asian Boss Boy community down below, where I'm gonna give you a ton of free resources in terms of a free cookbook, workout, lookbook, and customize your outfits, as well as break down your social skills and what you need to work on to level up as an Asian man. If you did like this video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications on. We post 2 videos every single week. You don't want to miss them. With that being said, hope you have a great day. Asian Boss Boy, out.